Shulam and Brucha. We're going to go back now to the Tzav Vziruz, the Holy Piesezno Rebbe's journal. We're on chapter 27, and we had a week off because we were learning about Hanukkah. However, this is the most extraordinary chapter where the Rebbe opens up to his inner feelings about situation, and it's astounding and very, very moving. Let's see let's share together. So the Rebbe is talking about an occasion. They were bringing in a new Sefer Torah to his base medrash. Now today, writing a Sefer Torah is also, it's not every day that we have that, but it's something that every family and every community is quite used to the fact that every once in a while someone brings in a Sefer, the community chips in together. Here, in those days, the completion of a Sefer Torah for a community could be a once-in-a-lifetime occasion. Things were expensive, difficult. Talking about a time when there was starvation in the streets. So this was an occasion that was, and it enthused the Rebbe. So he says, in preparation to this a wonderful occasion, he says, when a Jewish person reveals from within himself his inherent holiness with which he serves the Creator, then every act that he does for Hashem, even self-initiated services, becomes, for that moment, actually holy. What does this mean? When you are in the zone, as they say in today's world, you're feeling Kedusha, words get in the way. There's just this, you're opening yourself up. I've told you before once, I had a Reuven in Israel, a Holocaust survivor, and I witnessed this, and he was saying Nishmas on a Shabbos morning, and I don't want to get involved with the halachic aspect. He was lost in the Nishmas, the Tefillah, and he just opened up his shirt and said, everything is yours. He was in a different zone. Says the Rebbe, when you get into that kind of a enthralled event where every crevice of you, and we have these moments, therefore every physical act that you do becomes an act of Kedusha, of holiness. And so that this becomes, these physical acts, if you're doing them, if you're in that place, in that understand, in that loss of beauty, just so imbued with Hashem, you sanctify your body. So even when you're back down on earth, if you will, you've put Kedusha to your guf. How else can I explain, he says? How else can I explain why I became so enthused when I decided to do somersaults in honor of our new Sefer Torah? Piesezno Rebbe was an elegant person. There's only one or two pictures that we have, but you can see the elegance from there. Somersaults he was not a performer. This wasn't a circus. So the Holy Rebbe, I can't explain myself. It came from within in such a deep place. Just the knowledge of a new Sefer Torah and what that means for the generations, for myself, for the future. Why else, says the Rebbe, did my whole body become so energized when I saw the place where I would be dancing, and my whole body shook with excitement. Hey, we're going to dance with the Sefer Torah. Says the Rebbe, frequently a Jew's yearning is ignited far beyond the normal level of his general disposition, his regular davening, let's say. His soul, that moment, yearns to perform some great act for Hashem. But his heart is broken with the reality that that's not who I am. But even when his soul is not inflamed to actually self-sacrifice, it yearns for this transcendence. In other words, the neshama, the body, we want to be in that place. It's just that the everyday dreariness drags us down. But when those moments happen, those moments of inspiration, of just something takes over. You ever see, you take a child, a baby, and this baby looks at you with his whole life in your eyes, and you want to take the baby, you say, I'm going to eat you up. Baby, I'm going to eat you up. You're not going to eat up the baby. It's just that words get in the way. I want to envelop you. Says the Rebbe, there's a moment when you want to envelop, when you eat up the mitzvahs, the aspect, Sefer Torah. He says, if only now I were able to perform such an act that would lift me out of myself. At those moments, most of us would drag ourselves down. Who are you? You know, you're usually talking about davening. Who are you? But if I could just extract myself from that very place, my normal self, and go beyond it, above it, you think I would, to yourself, I would soar straight up into Shemayim. And that's what I saw, these special Jews. So, I had the shiur, the Alte Klosenberger Rebbe. Okay, he was in America. I was teaching, I was a bocher still, but I taught English in his cheder there, whatever. I saw him daven Amarev. Woche dicke man. And something just, he started dancing by Olenu. Olenu is, that's the tefillah you say when you're putting on your coat to go out, no? Fire. Olenu. Oh, so it took maybe 20 minutes just to say Olenu. That's a unique soul. But we should strive for something beyond. So he says, like, these things, these moments, these Eisrotzens, where you feel, if it wasn't that, I could do this. So he said, when I started preparing myself to attend the Sefer Torah dedication ceremony, right? The Sefer Torah, my yearning already had begun to flare. I was on fire. I was koching. Says the Rebbe, this is the Rebbe's words. I was on fire. Sefer Torah, ooh. The thought that such an awesomely holy and joyous occasion might come only once in my lifetime started to burn within me. Once in my lifetime, as I said earlier. You didn't finish a Sefer Torah every few months. This was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I wanted very much to do something for Kaviyuchel de Abisha. I was thinking, I was in that place where I wanted to go beyond, right? Right, said I to myself. Right. I will rejoice in awe, and I will dance with all my might. No, that may be nice, but my neshama is still not. It's not enough. I saw something beyond the norm, beyond anything I ever experienced. Sefer Torah. I'm bringing in a Sefer Torah. This is not the great act suitable for such an awesome occasion. Then the idea came to me. I would somersault. And we'll leave it at that. Pick it up next week. Cold too.